All right, so the actual cost from start to finish to paint the Golden Nugget was 1 year in the making. We are headed to the Golden Nugget reveal. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! There we go. We are currently about 9 miles from the location.
We have not made it to the exclosed location yet. We had to stop. There's a couple of items that's in the bed that we need to get inside because it's starting to rain. We don't want them to get ruined.
We can't let you know what's inside just yet either.
So we got up to the undisclosed location. We're sitting around just kind of hanging out, staying up top. All of a sudden we hear people freaking out. All right, they're coming up the road right now. Ed gets out of the Golden Nugget, and wouldn't you know, first person he sees and calls out.
He's the one, the storyteller's right over there.
Robby. Where? I'm sorry, Ed.
Everybody's been telling me stories, but yours was the biggest.
But it was worth it. Yeah. Look at what we had to keep from you.
Kept asking him, oh, where's it at? Oh, it's at Salt Lake being sandblasted. Yeah.
So after nearly 1 full year of work, Ed's expression made it all completely worth it.
So nice I don't just drive it off road.
No, drive it. Take it to the mine.
You repaint it then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, paint repair for life. Ed was so excited to drive his Rokon.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been on it. Got to fix something nice, huh?
Yeah, they did a good job.
Think we can get 8 on it? I think so.
Oh, absolutely. Your record is going down.
Challenge accepted.
Okay.
Okay. And here's what I need from you guys. You need to head over to Matt's Off-Road Recovery, spam every one of his videos, and demand that Ed attempts the world record on his Rokon. Because Matt currently owns the world record holding Rokon, and it's only fair that that title goes back to Ed. We're gonna go sit down with Ed. We've got a few gifts. So this is our crew. That's Hillbilly, Big Dinner, that's Cody. We have a couple things for you. First up, we had to give him an RC car that is a miniature Golden Nugget built by Jeremy Kilburn. So thank you, Jeremy.
Oh my goodness.
This is a replica Golden Nugget that a fan built. It's even got mile stars. It's not 100% the same, but it's close.
Yeah.
So when you're not driving that, you can drive this.
Oh, this runs?
Yeah, it's electric.
Wow. A fan built it. Huh?
Yep.
Great. Man, thank you.
There was a time when we were talking about turning this into an open top because of how bad it was.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, because I like it that way.
Yeah, that's what we decided.
So then it says Jiminy on the front.
Yeah, Jimmy.
You'll have to teach me how to drive it.
That's gonna be one of my kids that teaches us how to drive it, Ed.
All right, next we had a very special dynamite box that was sent in from one of you fans. This is from another viewer.
Oh, powder box.
We got you your favorite stuff.
We won't starve now, will
Nope,
we?
we'll make it.
We couldn't find any dynamite, so we got the next best thing.
I'm gonna go set this on the front of the Rokon. Explosives. So Ed told me that the reason he's hard of hearing is because he spent all his money on dynamite and didn't have enough left over for fuse. So he'd only be able to buy a little bit of fuse, and that's why his hearing's bad. It's awesome.
So from what Ed told me after reading the letter, this crate came from that guy's father, and he had nobody to pass it down to, so he wanted it to go to Ed, and it's gonna sit on the front of his Rokon.
That's nice. Thank you, Steve.
And then we got him 2 cartons of candy canes.
Winston's.
We got 2 cartons of candy canes for you. We'll give those to you tomorrow. Okay, so something that we didn't film, but I want to let you guys in on it. Ed was the most grateful human I have ever encountered by giving a gift to. Okay, he went out to his house. He got me my very own Golden Nugget. I'm not showing you guys. It's a super sentimental to me. I'm gonna keep that thing forever. Just to have a little piece of gold from Ed that he actually found. Told me the whole story where he found it in Arizona. I'm gonna keep it for the rest of my life. Well, we appreciate your time. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
So.
I know where to bring it when it breaks down. It needs paint.
Yeah, when we need to paint it, we'll.
And Matt scratches it up when it.
Whoa, whoa. I've got the banana to scratch. I've got plenty to scratch.
All right, it's that time. We're all gonna go sign the underside of the hood.
You gotta do it.
The most asked question in all the comments. So here we are, we're breaking it down. We're gonna let you guys know how many hours we estimate the Golden Nugget took and the estimated cost. So we're gonna throw this back a little bit to February 1st, 2022. Golden Nugget arrives at Layton Auto Body. Fab Rats passes that torch off on us. That's when the real work began. Sleepless nights, hours upon hours upon hours of work.
Sanding.
And more sanding. The entire month of February was tear down, take the sandblast. We worked on the frame till about March 15th-ish, give or take. In between that time, we had about 6 weeks. At 40 hours a week, we had 2, sometimes 3 of us working on it at all times, 100 man hours a week. That's 600 hours just in the frame. Now, if we were to bill that, $50 an hour, 600 hours, that's 30 grand in labor if we were to bill every one of those hours. That is insane. From about March 15th to about April 25th. I'm not gonna calculate many hours because we had Tucker's built, we had Mischief Maker, and we had a bunch of other stuff going on. We're just gonna say 40 hours a week for about the next 6 weeks. It's about another 240 hours if you estimate correctly. Times that by 50, come up with about another $12,000 in labor. So in the second week of April, we went down to Easter Jeep Safari. We took a week off. We didn't work on the Nugget. We came back. We got even harder at it than we had been the entire time. Golden Nugget week hit. 4 of us worked an entire week solid. Got another 160 hours. It's about another $8,000 in labor. That puts us about to the 1st of May. From May 1st on, we were hard at it. We were trying to get this thing done for Ed so we can get it back to Fab Rats by May 30th. So that left us 4 weeks. Kyle Lauman came up from St. George, boom, at least 50 hours by himself that week. It's like another $2,500 in labor just in one guy. After that week, we got it all sanded and prepped and painted and all the stuff that it took to get this Golden Nugget done for about the next 3 weeks. 2 to 3 guys, 40 hours a week minimum, roughly another $6,000 in labor. Now, costs. I was in the Golden Nugget hard costs about $18,000. That is money that I spent painting materials, sandpaper. I'm just giving you the shop totals. Overall, everybody had a good time. It was a ton of work, but we enjoyed it and we would do it over again for Ed any day of the week. Then comes the Rokon. Probably would have been about a $5,000 to $6,000 job by the time we started it and finished it. So that one's simple. All right, so the actual hard costs for the Golden Nugget. I don't even want to say it out loud because it just, here you go. We donated everything on our end to Ed. All right, and that's not even including Chad's Fab, that's not including Bikes and Beards, that's not including Fab Rats or Matt's off-road recovery. Now I do know that the recovery was somewhere north of 50 grand to get that thing out of there. Don't quote me on that, but that's an estimated price. You could basically double down on the cost. I'm sure Fab Rats had the exact same amount of money in their end of it as I did on mine. So there you have it. Now you know what the Golden Nugget cost to restore. To end this off, again, I just want to thank every one of you, and I'm talking to you, for all the time that you guys have spent watching these videos and for all the merch that you guys have bought to support rebuilding Aiden's truck, the one that was his father's that we're rebuilding and gifting back to him. You guys are amazing. I can't even thank you enough. I don't even want to do a merch push, but it's for such a good cause. If anybody's in the market for some sweet merch, head over to robbylayton.com, get yourself an awesome shirt, and know that all the proceeds are going towards rebuilding the truck for Aiden.
Thanks for watching.